Thank you very much, John. It's very good to hear from you. It's very good to hear from everyone. As I had said before, every time I come with the regulars that I see here all the time, they provide material that is always fascinating. And then new voices come in and it's always different and it's always very fulfilling. And I hope that everybody feels the same way because I really enjoy this reading space, and even if it's just me showing off the books that I publish from Scarce Publications every month, because I'm going to do the last reading right now, and it is from the Down in the Dirt, January to April 2023 issue collection book. Yes, it's based on a title of something accepted within it, and it is titled Forbidden History. I really like this cover because I'm totally getting a kick out of using this torn paper at the edge of the thing for it, I said Forbidden Histories, Forbidden Library, forgive me. So I took Greek ruins that I had photographed, and I literally, because I have some library books in here, took a stack of library books, and you can see the little stickers on them from the fact that they were the library books, and I'm like, this is your Forbidden Library. So this is the cover from Down in the Dirt. So I'm going to read a couple pieces from one of the sections within this, and yes, they're all related to oxygen. Sorry, I'm giving you 3 Twitter-length ones and then 1 regular poem for oxygen. So these 3 that are in this book, Forbidden Library, the really cool books and the really cool building and the really torn stuff, also appear in the periodic Twitterverse periodic table poetry book. And the images appear in both of these books as well, but it's so hard to see, and so I try to see if I can show it to you on a screen as well, because then it'll be in color too. But anywho, this first one is called Oxygen Feeds. Watching the fire consume the building, fed by the oxygen in the swirling air. I took a deep breath, inhaled, exhaled. Fire trucks eventually barreled in, pointing tubes of life-giving oxygen with hydrogen, squelching this fire's oxygen consumption. One time we were driving somewhere and I happened to catch this. We were driving down the street this one's for Oxygen Feeds. Driving down the street, and there's a farm and a bunch of cows on the farm, and the farm is on fire. And fire trucks are like, "Come on, cows, get moving! There's a fire here." And so I managed to get a shot of that, and I thought that would be a fitting one for Oxygen Feeds. The next one, 3 different Oxygen Twitter-length poems. This one is Oxygen Save Me. Snorkeling to the white-tipped sharks at the bottom of the Pacific, I lost my breath while oxygen in the water surrounded me. Oxygen the wrong way may do me in. Please give me oxygen up there in the air. Let me breathe it in and set me free. I find this one cool. Can I show it for you guys? It is me snorkeling down to white-tipped sharks. It's really hard to see, but if you wanted to, you could see it online and there'd be a better shot of it as well. The piece is called Oxygen Save Me. Yes, all of these are online to be able to see because they were released as Instagram shots and in Twitter and all the other places and Facebook and Tumblr and what nonsense. But this last one is a really recent one because it was released in 2021, so I'd find more stuff later years about details about the elements. So this one was done for oxygen. Oxygen makes superionic ice. Oxygen in ice is cold, but under planetary core pressure, ice is hotter than a sun. Superionic ice means pressure plus heat equals a new state of matter. Liquid, vapor, ice. Oxygen molecules also arrange 20 plus ways. We blast it with diamonds, with lasers, so that we can learn about other planet cores. I don't know, it's an impossible image to see, but I try to show it off for you guys. It's superionic ice. It's an ice shot, I believe, from the Southern Ocean in this shot. But anywho, but those are your 3 short ones for that. But now I'm going to do one that's actually telling you a little bit more about the poem, The Element Oxygen, which is an actual long one. So it is not in Twitterverse periodic table poetry, but it is in the periodic table poetry. I have to keep showing off these books. This is just fun to do. And this one was done before they all had names. It was published in 2015. And not that anybody is interested, it is $11.18 because it's 4 elements 1 through 118 in the periodic table. So this poem appears in both of these books, and it is Oxygen. In the South Pacific Ocean, I held my breath, plunged in, and swam deeper into the water to get closer to the sharks, the schools of white-tipped sharks huddled at the bottom of the ocean. With my flippers, I pushed myself deeper into the water. Now the useless snorkel was my only reminder of air as I kept going with only my mask for navigation. Through the moving sand, though the moving sand did not entirely obstruct my view, the sun grew less intense the farther I traveled. Just remember to not get too close to the sharks. I had to keep reminding myself. I almost froze when I spotted the stingray. They work so hard to avoid being seen so they can surprise their prey and have their next meal. I spotted it, but it made me stop. It surprised me that I had come this far and nothing but a little water separated me from animals that could seal my fate. I stared for a while, then realized that I needed to get some air, so I turned around toward the light. I had been underwater so long that the oxygen was pulled from my muscles and I didn't have the energy to kick. I panicked. When you become acutely aware of your desperate need for air, your body plays tricks on you. I forgot about looking back at the sharks and stingray below. I even forgot about the sea lions and lion seals above. I'll deal with whatever's on the surface once I get there. Now, get yourself to kick. Think. You can do it. Push. I managed to kick my legs once and started to move my way through the water. I hoped momentum would keep me going, but nothing was faster enough any longer. You can do this, I thought. Push yourself. I pushed, I moved, but the surface still seemed miles away. And now I know there's twice as much hydrogen around me as oxygen, but oxygen is so much bigger than hydrogen. Oxygen is the most abundant chemical element by mass in our biosphere, but our air, sea, and land. But I can't get to that oxygen in this water. I can't let this be the death of me. My chest started to tighten. My chest started burning like someone lit a match and the last oxygen in my body was setting my lungs on fire. I clenched my teeth tighter around that snorkel mouthpiece. I knew I couldn't breathe yet, but I couldn't let this piece go free and possibly move my mask, while I was trying to save myself. Come on, I thought, your legs are strong, you can do this. So I pushed again until I could see a few people trying to swim toward me. I kept trying to move until someone threw their arm around my waist. I hope they would be able to breathe for the both of us until we could finally break the surface. I remember feeling the sand being pushed around my skin as they dragged me out of the water until they let me lay on my side so I could cough. I had no water in me, but all I could do anything, and I had to do anything I could just to get myself oxygen again. Once I was able to breathe comfortably again, I tried to think of my breathing. I know I can't get oxygen toxicity by breathing too deeply. Take a deep breath. Get the oxygen to my blood. Your toes are tingling. Inhale deeply. Now imagine that oxygenated blood rushing to your feet. The oxygen's to your brain now. Keep thinking, mentally pushing the oxygen throughout your body. When I got back inside that evening, they had started a fire in a fireplace for me. And I thought, how fitting. I was stuck in the water with all that hydrogen and oxygen until I could have some oxygen to breathe again. We're over half water as it is, meaning the majority of our mass is oxygen. And there I was, now at a roaring fireplace with oxygen fueling the fire. It's funny how on one day, a basic element like oxygen could help me go to where I've never been before. It could warm me up after the end of the day and could show me it's different, and how in its absence, how crucial it was absolutely everywhere in my life. It's a long one, but there's your oxygen one. There's your oxygen fix, because we all need our oxygen. Hi, thank you. And people who are seeing it on a live feed, you're not seeing that everybody's clapping and doing their little, you guys are triple plus awesome. I'm going to try to spend some time with my husband now because it's my wedding anniversary and we should go do something. And thank you all for staying for the whole time for it. I should report to John that I had said I didn't know what would be going on in July, a couple of months, because I happen to be in Chicago and I'm featuring and I might have a feature at that time. And I found out that the feature time starts at 1:30 in the afternoon, which means that there's a tight chance that I'll be like skanking in late. I will be somewhere, but I will come to do this meeting somewhere, whether I'm at the beach or something. I will pull it off and we won't change the time for it. And I will see you guys in July, wherever I might be, after I've just done a feature in Chicago for you guys, for everybody. So, so that is still on the first of the month. I don't know what the first Sunday is in June. I don't know. I'm guessing the 4th. I don't have my calendar because I'm doing the live feed. But we'll be together for the first of every month. I will, a week before it starts, have an event listing on Facebook. By the way, that's how I get to this every month. I go to my event listing and I'm like, follow the link and go there, and there's my Zoom meeting. So if anybody is new and wants to send an email, they can be added to a notification where I send an email out a week beforehand. By the way, it's going on in a week. So it's one email a month that you get about this open mic. I think that's all. I don't know. I can't say happy anniversary to you guys because it's my anniversary. So I hope everybody's doing really, really well. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, spring.
Anniversary.
Thank you, thank you. And as I look at the clock, hey, it's right about the time that we're supposed to be ending anyway. So, does anybody else have anything else that they need to report? I don't think so. If you do, say your piece now.
Just say goodnight, Janet.
Okay, good night, you guys. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
So much.
I'll do my best. Thank you, everyone.